Today, Donald Trump made another cabinet appointment that shows he is turning America in a new direction. He's nominating a labor secretary who believes that wages are often too high. This comes a day after naming one of the EPA's biggest critics the agency's new administrator. Also today, Dean Reynolds reports the president-elect got into a Twitter battle with a labor boss.
The president-elect made his second visit to Ohio since his election, and while his stop in Columbus involved soothing the survivors of last week's attack at Ohio State, getting back at any and all critics was still on his mind. The latest to draw Mr. Trump's wrath was Chuck Jones, an Indianapolis union president who had the crust to say that Mr. Trump exaggerated the number of jobs he saved last week at the Carrier company.
If in fact it was an oversight, it was a big mistake not knowing how many people's livelihoods you're negotiating to keep here in this country.
The president-elect claimed he'd saved 1,100 jobs at Carrier.
And by the way, that number is going to go up very substantially.
As CBS News reported last week, the actual number is 800 jobs saved. But Mr. Trump did not like being corrected. Chuck Jones, he tweeted, has done a terrible job representing workers. And if United Steel Workers 1999 was any good, they would have kept those jobs in Indiana, spend more time working, less time talking. But Jones said his members felt betrayed.
They're upset because they got their hopes up that they was going to be able to provide for their families for a while, to have that hope ripped away.
Continuing on the workers' front, Mr. Trump named as his new labor secretary Andy Puzder, a fast food chain CEO and anti-regulation crusader who says raising the minimum wage is bad for business.
We are not dependent on the government at our company for any particular benefits, so I don't really think American businesses should be.
Now, in the late 1980s, Andy Puzder's then wife alleged in divorce proceedings that he had physically abused her, and her attorney at the time told us today he had evidence of physical abuse. But Scott, today she gave CBS News an email which she said she sent to Puzder just last week, which states that she made the whole thing up.
Dean, you've also learned something today about the president-elect's reality show, The Apprentice.
Yes, he's going to continue apparently as executive producer of NBC's show, which will hit the airwaves again next month. It's not known how much he will be paid for this or what it will mean to have a sitting president on the payroll of a TV show. Scott?
Dean Reynolds, thanks.